Yeah, that motherfucker nigga, man. He one of them niggas that want everybody to be saved and shit, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you know this nigga ain't know nothing. I asked him who Esau. Oh, nah, I'm not. That's Abraham's brother. All right, asshole, who are they now?
Yeah,
He can't answer that. That's when he really like, oh, that's that devil starts squirming. Like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
5 minutes.
I'm in the hot seat. Yeah.
So you said that, like, that's when he said it. He was like, 5 minutes.
Exorcists left.
Man,
You want to get out of here, bro.
let me get it out of here before I have to agree with the word.
Right.
That's what it is, like, because we're going to hear something you got to agree with.
All right, matter of fact, grab Psalms 147 and 19. We're going to talk about salvation, man. Because this, like, yo, like I said, this nigga thought, he really think all the nations would be saved. Which you can't be, you know what I'm saying? All the nations ain't going to be saved at all. Because the Lord gave the laws, statutes, and commandments to Israel. He ain't take it away. You know what I'm saying? Now people, that's when you got people that don't understand the Bible. When it talks about he turned away from us. You know what I'm saying? I turned away from us. And he told it was Apostle Paul to go teach the Israelite foreigners. Now, those are the Israelites that look like other nations. That's why I said the Gentiles. There's two types of Gentiles. Got it?
Yeah.
What?
Just had it. You said 47 and
19.
okay. So good. From the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his sword. Oh, Salaki. He showeth his. Oh, next. Salaki. 17. It was 17, right?
No, 19.
Are you sure?
147, 19.
Oh, all right, my bad. From the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his sword unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
That's right, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So that's this covenant that this dude was talking about. Oh, the covenant changed. Then we tell him what Yahweh Shah said. What's the world calls Jesus. We tell him that. What this nigga said. He's stuck. He like a deer stuck in fucking head like that.
And y'all, one of the stuff y'all say was done away with, Jesus said keep.
Exactly. That's a whole law, man.
Verse 20. He has not dealt so with any nation.
There you go, man. He hath not dealt so with any other nation. Any other nation, man. He only dealing with Israel. No matter what you look like. And I knew that dude was the devil by the way he came up with that. Soon as he said Ishmael, I'm like, yo, what the fuck Ishmael got to do anything? We're not talking about Ishmael, we're talking about Israel. You know what I'm saying? And then like they talk about, oh well, if you believe in the third. He like fucking Mr. Burns.
Right.
Everybody talking about like this. Yeah, Smithers. But he got a little great idea, something like that.
Simpson. Verse 20, he has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Right. So it says as for his judgments, they have not known them. So the other nations, they don't know Yahweh by singing outside them. Even our people don't. Only people that understand him and know him is us. You know what I'm saying? Once you come into this knowledge, then you understand why things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you might see a little baby that get killed. And you like, oh, damn, man, why that innocent baby die like that? This is that and third. No, that was the Lord's judgment. Y'all by some out shot let that happen to you. You know?
That's right.
What was it?
Praise ye the Lord.
All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. It says, and he shall bring forth the son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, which Yahweh Shah, for he shall save his people from their sins. So that's Yahweh Shai, right? They should call him Yahweh Shai because Yah meaning he, Yahweh Shai is the deliverer, right? So he's going to save his people. How you save them? You're going to deliver. You're going to deliver the people from their sins, right? When he comes back here. So who was his people? It's Israel. He's not talking about all these different other nations. Like this jackass came up here and told me he want everybody to be saved. Why? Because for one, this nigga go to Temple College, and that was instilled in him as a youngster. Like, you know, what's up, bro? Like so that was instilled to him as a youngster. Like, you gotta love everybody. That's why he came in that spirit, that fucking gay ass spirit. He's like, yeah.
I was about to say, speak up, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, you're a man, yeah.
I really got my right here.
Yeah, he was a bitch, but he stood way over there. Like, we having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, this guy dialogue. He like, like, yo, he was stuck. You know? Like how you get stuck like that?
You got a dialogue, you got something to say.
Exactly.
We already, like, I look at it like, if he is these from right now, I'll treat you like a brother, but you gotta at least talk, man. At least act like a man. Like, you make it seem like you scared. Like, if you bring out the wrong scripture, we gonna jump you or something like that. Have your own mind if you want to, but that's that's between you and the Lord, though. Exactly. At the end of the day, I don't want to do that. Like, yeah, like he kept a distance. He was saying
exactly, but now that lets you know too. That's that Matthew 2:5. But that's that effeminate spirit, which it tells you in the scriptures, like an effeminate, they're not gonna be able to rule in the kingdom. Because how you, like, you're a man, so you got testosterone. You're supposed to speak like we speak loud. You're supposed to speak boldly. A dude like that can't come out here and teach nobody. Because people going to look at him like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? They going to play him. Like, yo, he can't even, like you said, like Kevin Hart, they say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. You know
what I mean? Yeah, that's how you're supposed to be out here.
You got to think about it. Have you ever seen a feminine king?
Exactly.
Like, every time you see a king, he like, you know,
he's a man.
He a king. Like, you can't be, how you gonna be a king? The mere word got its own meaning to it. Like, you can't be a feminine king. Like, there's no way.
That's like, well,
people gonna rule over you. You can't rule over a king.
Well, Esau's kingdom. That's a lot of feminine.
Yeah, that's built off of feminine stuff. That's different.
Exactly.
Like, that's their way. That's why we can't do it. Like,
that's why
I can't slide over it. I can't slide on this side. Like,
just throw the Baphomet, fucking devil. You want to throw the devil sign up at us, man. But that's the Lord. Like, oh, when you be out here, you just watch these people, man, and they spirits manifest themselves, man.
Right.
You know, you like, god damn, like, that nigga's really a fucking devil. Like,
you even think of a female. Females, most of them won't want a real female wouldn't want a feminine king.
Exactly.
Because some of these women do rule over their dudes and be comfortable with it.
Cut.
But to be feminine and have a woman, she usually gonna walk all over you. She ain't gonna respect you.
Exactly. They want the alpha male, man. You know, a masculine dude, man.
Even think of the whole saying where though they want the nice guy finish last and they want the third. You even gotta think about it like that. At least he a king if anything.
That's right.
More king than a feminine.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, that's right. They walk by the nice guy.
That's how Esau saying. That's an Edomite saying.
Right.
Matter of fact, I think there was a movie like that. Nice guys finish last. I think Jim Carrey playing that shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna talk about.
But if you be nice to these women, man, try to get them everything they want, whatever they say, whatever, they gonna dub you. They gonna walk all over you. You gotta be like, oh, you gotta put your foot down. Like, listen, bitch, look, no, you're done. I'm not getting you that. And they respect that. So, but if you get, you know, wow. But if you give them all their way, what they gonna do? I can make this nigga jump or whatever. I'm not there. We there. Before we go up top, you said 10. Yeah, come Salvation. Was 2:5.
The book of Matthew, chapter 2, and verse 5. And they said unto him in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet. Keep going. And thou.
That's Matthew 2, right? Chapter 2 as well. Yeah, right.
And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
That's right. There you go again. That's going to rule his people Israel. How that's going to be a governor? Who's that governor? Yahweh Shah.
Shah.
You know?
That's right.
That's going to rule Israel. And you had a king, which our king is David. Yo, Esau is funny.
Esau?
Yo, man, grandma, Leviticus chapter 40, it's like 26 and 47. To let you know, man, the Lord, he's not dealing with any other nation. So no matter how you put it or try to get around it or whatever people try to say, and furthermore, niggas that try to want these other nations to be saved and all that, they love Esau. You know, they happy with Esau. Like what we was talking about a while ago, man. With the whole Malcolm X thing.
Right.
And he was like, it's like the slave thing. I thought about to come up. He was like a slave once they become a house nigga or whatever, and the slave master gets sick. He like, what's the matter, boss? He's sick. Well, you can't even pay for something. You know what I'm saying? And that's
our house burning down.
Yeah, cut, exactly. So, yeah, cut. Matter of fact, and yo, that's what them niggas gonna be saying.
Right.
When America's going up in
America,
smoke.
oh my
Damn,
God.
oh my God, why?
All of ours, nothing. Because we don't own nothing. Like,
Exactly. Why
we
does
don't own
happen?
nothing here. Like, so it's like, why would you care? Like, why would you even care?
Cut, man.
I understand a living situation at the moment, but
Right.
none of this is yours. All this is
Simple.
theirs, and any other nation that come over here, it don't belong to us.
Right, it's temporary, man. First of all, it's a punishment.
In the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, in verse 46, these are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel
Damn.
in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
That's right, man. So the Lord did that at Mount Sinai, and he gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to the children of Israel, man. Now you got a lot of people that be like, yo, man, you know what? The Lord got mad at y'all, took the covenant away from y'all, now he grafted another nation.
Never say that.
Exactly.
Never.
But see, and what people don't understand is that when Paul had that dream, and I believe it was Cornelius that came to him, was Cornelius was in the Roman army, right? But how you know he was an Israelite? Because he gave much alms. You know what I'm saying? He was a just man. So he wanted to hear the Lord's words. So Paul had a dream that he was eating swine's flesh. Now that's forbidden. Now we know that amongst Israel. You're not supposed to eat swine. You're not even supposed to touch the carcass. But he had a dream that he was eating swine, unclean things. So that was the Lord telling him, I'm going to send a man that looks like another nation too. But you got to teach him. You know what I'm saying? That man was Cornelius. You know? And that's another reason how you know that Cornelius is an Israel. But you got dudes out here that teach that Cornelius was an evil. They don't understand the scripture. Just like the Syrophoenician. You know? I believe the Syrophoenician woman was a evil.
I was watching this documentary, and there's a lot of people that they whitewash. There's a lot of people that, even if you like me, reading, knowing a lot about the history and everything about all the wars that was going on, there was a lot of whitewashing going on. Like a bunch of soldiers that they be saying did things during the wars, like patriots, good people, whatever you want to call them. I'm not down with the military and all that. I don't like it. But people that fought against America, or great people that fought in Rome and stuff like that too, they whitewashing. We think we looking at these history books these days. When you thinking it's a white dude, and honestly, that's a black dude. They just colored him white. You know what I mean? They made him look like they drew a white man like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They cover up their faces.
Right, just like they do Jesus. Just like they did Jesus. They're doing that in all the books. No, it's not the first and only time that happens. They're doing it all the time. Pictures. There's a bunch of pictures that you're looking at, and it's all white people. Black people in the pictures, they don't think about it. But the thing is, you'll hear in school, like if you actually do, like one thing I noticed, they'll tell you that they're there. Sometimes they'll tell you, but they'll never show you. And then that's what made me realize some of these people I've been looking at they're black this whole time.
Matter of fact, that same thing. Prime example. the popes. It was a thing called the black popes, man. You know, like the brothers, they whitewash everything.
That's right.
Try to hide it, man. Like I know a dude made a joke and shit, and what he said he was like, yo, in like 20 years from now, 40 years from now, Tupac will be white. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Because everybody from his generation gonna die out.
Exactly. So they be like, yo.
Tell you anything. Everybody from that generation can die out. We all can be gone.
They gonna be like, yo, Tupac was a white man.
It's like, think about it. You don't gotta whitewash Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You can leave that there. But look, you gotta do it to the inspirational people. You gotta think about it. Think about it. I was telling these dudes at work. You gotta think about that. I heard about that too. That's what I was telling them. He could get whitewashed. Think about Kanye. Think about Kanye when he was rapping, when he was like what he was really rapping before, when he was really spitting what he was spitting. Think about how much of a threat he would have been if he was still rapping that stuff now. You know, you gotta think it. And I'm a big Kanye fan. I'm not gonna lie. I used to listen to this music all the time. Yeah, he was spitting real stuff. So think about if his career never switched over.
He sold out though. He was saying so much stuff.
He wasn't that sold out at first.
So think about what he was rapping about.
He rapped about Jesus walks. Right. All that shit. But then he said some real. I never really listened to him, but he be saying some shit though. You know what I'm saying?
He just, I was thinking he's not in the whole knowledge. But he's dude that could have learned it.
No, but see, but he has power. He has power on the left hand side. That's from Satan,
right?
Which is the government. What do? They both sacrifice humans to Satan. You know what I'm saying? In Bohemian Grove. You know? So like all them dudes, they tell them rappers what to say and what they can't say. So once they start saying certain shit, they like, oh, well, this nigga trying to wake up the people. They'll warn you first. Listen, buddy, you fucking up. We're gonna give you a warning, but if you keep up, we're gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Why you think they killed Michael Jackson? Fucking Prince. Michael Jackson, he did that song, They Don't Really Care About Us. Right. Brought out a lot of stuff, man. Right. Then he talking about he about to go on tour. You know what I'm saying? He did another song. Like, yo, a lot of then the dances he was doing was trying to shake those devils up. Right. Because our people that, like, our heritage, like, we do that type of stuff, them dances. I think Michael Jackson was a guy that. You know what I'm saying? But the way he danced and all that, he was trying to shake off them demons from him. The Illuminati caught wind of that because they know. They got power on the left-hand side. They're like, oh, this nigga want to do that? Okay, you got you. It's crazy. They killed him with that fucking doctor, man.
Power on the left-hand side.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep hearing that, but I ain't never knew what it meant.
That's what it is, man. That's why, yo, matter of fact, did not to let you know, like with the confusion of faces and all that, so how you know, like, Israelites really not going to look the same as a modern day Israelite, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he was trying to set up, like I told that nigga, like, yo, man, you can look like anybody and be an Israelite. Like him, he said his father was Puerto Rican and African. Like, yo, what the fuck if I was an Israelite? You know what I'm saying? If that's the case. But he, like, well, he's not a heathen, but he very well much could be. You know what I'm saying? For all we know. But this is First Ezra, chapter 8. Yeah, chapter 8, verse 69. It says, the nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to which are the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians and Edomites. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rules and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. So that's that sin. So we wasn't supposed to marry other nations. Like you could deal with them, have concubines, pop them off crazy, but you had our men actually marrying their women. That's why it tells you don't marry into their family or whatever, because their women that take their heart away from the Lord. They have you worshiping their God. Solomon's the promised land. You know, and all his glory, as great as a man Solomon was, his heart still was turned away from Yahweh. I mean, Yahweh and Yahweh. Yeah, he can. And he started building up temples, idols to them, man. For their gods, for the woman. Because a woman, yo, they put it on you like, damn, bro. I'll give you whatever you want. You know what I mean? No, you got dudes that, like right now, man. They see a woman right now walk past, she might have a nice little body, fat ass and all that. They be like, yo, you can have my whole check. You know, you got dudes to do that shit. But just imagine now you a king and she throw it on you. And you like, man, go.
Yeah, I do it.
Go build, yeah, right? What's your guy's name? Yeah, go build that up for her.
You know? You ain't even want to build it.
Exactly. But then,
go good or a shrine.
Yeah, but see that, and that's what our people was heavy, like they heavy in our idolatry, and that's another main reason why we at the bottom right now, and shit. You know.
Oh yeah, I was just saying like, but people don't even realize like when you mixing with other nations and stuff like. I was only one. I was one. I came just to find out who I was. So me, I was always honestly. I always stayed around my home. Like I don't really got friends that many friends with me, other than African. I actually had African friends and stuff. But like I don't got that many white friends. I don't got that many You know what I mean? So it ain't nothing to me to follow where I came from. It ain't nothing to me to just take the word for what it is, because I don't really got nothing to lose doing that, honestly. Like other people, they excuses, I really don't understand it, because I didn't come from that. Like I don't got a bunch of friends that live on that side. I ain't grew up like you. Like you know what I mean? I guess that's my questions come from where I came from. You know what I mean? And I noticed, like I was telling them at work, I was explaining this stuff at work, I had the Bible and everything at work. I'm like, I don't know nobody beyond my great grandfather, my great grandfather.
Right.
So before that, I'm telling you, the slavery in my family. Like before my great grandfather was slavery. So I don't know before then. So when I do research about what happened before then, that's when I come across truth. I come across truth because right before then, you fall into the prophecies and the curses. We still live in the curses. Those people don't understand. We still living in the curses, but I basically seen it in reverse when I did the research. I was doing it in reverse, and eventually, and I know one thing I noticed is everything always go back to some ancient or the Bible or something. So I started reading other stuff. I started reading the Bible.
That's what they do.
That's
man.
how I got. That's where I got to. Like, I had to. I gotta stop acting like I read it, acting like I know stuff about it, and actually start doing it. That's what people gotta do, man.
Matter of fact, grab Ephesians 9. Grab Isaiah 45:7. It's just to give you a little, because we were talking about the power on the left hand side and all that. I'm gonna grab some right there. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this real quick. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 14. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as Salaki, I'm going to read that over. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and 13. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render them as like it him best. So right there, and that matter of fact, it goes back earlier when he was saying about how like something like free will, but there ain't no free will. But the Lord, He shapes you how He wants you to be. So whatever you do, the Lord's allowing that, and He programs that way. Just like our bodies now is programmed to go off. Now when we get in the kingdom, we're going to have them perfect bodies where the Lord's going to put the law in our inward parts. So when you wake up, you're going to know if it's the Sabbath, you're going to know it. Ain't nobody going to have to teach you like, yo, it's a new moon. No, you're going to automatically know that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to know all the high holy days, the festivals and all that.
And that's funny because even Jesus say He don't come to destroy the law but fulfill. We'll let you know that everything is already in the cycle.
Done.
And your part is already done.
That's right.
You just gotta do your part.
Right.
That's really what it is.
And Yahweh Shah, the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, He the spirit. Yeah, he lets you know His life was a prophet. His whole life was a prophet.
Exactly. He was prophesied about.
He lived within the time span He was supposed to on this earth. And He come back when He's supposed to.
It says, Verse 14 says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So you see that now you get into, that's the power on the left hand side. It says good is set against evil. So who the evil doers right now? So-called white men. Right. No, that's their whole thing. Everything they do is evil, man. You know?
That's right.
All the way down to what they put in your food. You know? All like they put chemtrails in the air. You know?
The water.
Yeah, they plotting on ways to enslave the whole world. That's the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? So that's evil. And who's the good? You got the Israelites, us. And the reason why they plotting on us. You know? But they don't even care about their own people. You know? But the main plot is against us. That's good against evil.
They try to like kill us.
Very good. Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. But then why do you think they're doing that?
Because we're on attention.
Exactly. So if you can't, that's like a nigga in the world, man. If you try to go get at somebody and you can't get at him, what you gonna do? You gonna go after his children. You're like, damn, I can't get the dad. The dad might be safe somewhere. You know? And you see the children every day, you're like, you know what, man, fuck that nigga did this to me. You remember when that nigga said and said, oh, I can't get him now to go get the kid. That's the thinking. That's yeah, man. So that's the big they go after the you know, the grandchildren. I'm waiting for one of these falls. That's all I want to see. Man. I gotta make my day, man. Dumbass nigga busting his head on me.
It's great.
For being an asshole.
Oh, I just like when I like when they teach Esau. That's what I just be like, all right.
But you said something. He said why can't they go after the father? You know, but in all actuality, they're gonna try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it's and it talks about it was a war in heaven, right? So the Lord, the Yahweh, Bashi Yahshua, is gonna put it in their heart for them to go after it. So he could destroy it. Matter of fact, bring the scripture real quick, right? But yeah, so that's the good of verse 3, but I'm gonna bring that scripture out for you too. Good, huh?
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse 7. I form the light.
That's right.
And create darkness.
That's right. Here we go.
I'll make peace and create evil.
That's right.
I, the Lord, do all things.
That's right. You see that? Read that one more time.
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I'll make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's right. So the Lord, He creates good and evil. Because with everything, it has to be a perfect balance. You know what I'm saying? Without good, you can't have evil. But some people be like that movie with a brother brought it out with Vampire in Brooklyn. Where Eddie Murphy was like, yo, evil is good. It's good as you know what I'm saying? But it says more to them that changed wick that call evil good. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have that just balance. So people see when like I said, like a baby or anything bad happens to you, like you know how when you see something bad happen to you. Right. First thing you say, oh man, the devil fucking with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yo, read that one more time. But that's the Lord allowing that to happen. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness.
That's right. He forms the light and create darkness. Go ahead.
I make peace and create evil.
Damn, He makes peace and create evil, man. Go ahead, Lot.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's right. He does all that, man. No? Matter of fact, grab Revelation chapter 12 and 7 real quick. Now watch this. Now you said why don't they go after the Father? Right. They ain't gonna go after the Father, they gonna go after the Son. You know? But that's the outside. You know? But that's a losing battle. Matter of fact, let's see, 12 and 7. 12? Yeah, 12 and 7. Everybody start up at
From the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 7. And there was a war in heaven.
That's right. So that war in heaven is about to come up. Right? Now they show you those things like Independence Day. Right? When you see the aliens and all that, and then they be like, oh shit, we gotta go fight. But you see that big ass spaceship come out and it's just sitting there. That's your Howard Shaw shit. That's his shit. They know that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that these damn Edomites know the Bible. They know it. And they show it to you. But they try to downplay it and make it seem crazy. But in these movies, they try to make it seem like they prepared. But go ahead, Al.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Now the dragon is the NATO EU, the so-called white man system. All right, but they the ones with all that ships and all that shit. But basically, the dragon it could be the white man system, the Roman Empire, the way they handle things, and also the NATO and the EU.
That's
they
right.
Hand in hand, they tie all of them together. All right, go ahead. All right.
And the dragon fought and his angels.
That's right. So the dragon, like I said, NATO and EU, so-called white man system. Now they're going to fight against Michael and the angels and Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
And prevailed not.
That's right. See that? They prevailed now, so they got their ass whipped. They lost miserably. Go ahead.
Neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
That's right. So you're not going to see no more of the satellites. You're not going to see them flying their planes, putting their chemtrails up there no more. You ain't going to see none of that. It's all going, it's just going to be us, man. Go ahead.
And the great dragon was cast out.
That's right. That's the so-called white man system. Go ahead.
That old serpent called the devil.
That's right. The so-called white man.
And
that old serpent, that's why I call him the old serpent, because it goes back to Genesis. In the beginning, that serpent came and talked to Eve. That serpent was an actual man. And they had that slick talk. The double, what's they say, the double tongue, talking out both sides of his neck. But he gave her a doctrine that she liked. And that's the same doctrine they give her now. You could be over a man. You're equal to a man. You could do what a man does. Right. Why? Because them so-called white men be getting popped in the ass by their women. They like that free shit. They like even with the entertainment industry. Like DMX bought that. He said them Jewish owners and company. He said all they do is get fucked in the ass all the time. Leaning over their desk. Getting drunk in the eye all day. So you do all that type of shit, that's what it calls for, man. Go ahead.
And Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
So-called white man, go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth.
That's right, go ahead.
And his angels were cast out with him.
That's right. So they're going to be cast down, They ain't going to be able to rise again, go ahead. But see, you got niggas that teach that this war already happened. And that's why the fallen angels and all that right here on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking retarded. They be like, yo, man, that war already happened. Now I know a nigga that was in the truth, man. He was teaching the right doctrine. Way before, he was teaching the right doctrine. He like, yo, man, I used to talk to this brother a lot, brother from down Virginia. Yo, then the Lord bugged this dude out. And he was a strong brother, man. He was on fire. He loved talking to him. Then he started talking this shit, yo, that war already happened, dog. He teaches the hell doctrine. A whole bunch of creepy shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know all
damn.
that stuff is fake.
Yeah,
Like,
God, man.
demons and the giants.
Nah, demons there, well, you had people were taller back then. And you got demons, you still got demons walking around. Like, like I be looking at my camera. Sometimes I might do a sit down over there. Yeah. Like you'll feel that shit, like your hair raise up on your skin and shit. You look in the camera, you'll see like a dark cloud real fast. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, yo, I know they exist, but like, it's a spirit world. We can't see the spirit world.
Why did God start getting bugged out or something?
Huh?
Why he started getting bugged out? Like,
What you mean?
why he
The
started
God, the
teaching-
Lord let him do that.
What?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe because like the Lord knows your heart. But some niggas, that's why I tell you, be modest of reading too many books. Or too much study is weariness of the mind. So you got dudes that read this book, study that book, study and try to put everything together. And the Lord like, oh man, no, you're doing too much, you know, and bug you out. Like you got dudes that will start teaching that flat Earth doctrine. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I'll go about the Bible real quick.
Yeah, I'll go back. Let's see. Book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God.
That's right, man. So now, once all that happens, so this is how you know that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Because salvation, we still here. We ain't been delivered yet. That's how dudes can easily get that tripped up talking about that already happened. So if that war already happened, we'd be in rulership.
This is the last book.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They like,
there's a bunch
yo,
of
the
stuff
war
in this
happened,
book
already
that
happened.
man, honestly.
You know? Because they see heaven, which they don't understand there's three heavens, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the heaven you see right now, you go outside that, there's another heaven, and there's a heaven where Yahweh Bashing outside sits in.
Yeah, he's still on
You know?
top of everything.
Exactly. You know? But see, and then it says salvation. That's the key word. Salvation. That's saved. Which we read about Yahweh Shah, who salvation is for us. You're not like you don't see everybody happy, everybody ain't ruling. This kingdom still all messed up, chemtrails, breathing all this crazy air and all that, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
And the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
There you go. The accuser. And the accuser is talking about the so-called white man. They accuse us of all kinds of shit. But they the ones doing all that, all the great profit and murder. Like you're going to a store, regular store, looking like us, cooking on and everything like that. Loss prevention, hop on your ass, so you see that nigga watch him, right? You know what I'm saying? When these bastards, they stole a whole damn country. You know what I'm saying? They come with the three-piece suit on and shit, tie all, you know, tie looking all nice coming there, and they the thief, man.
That's how the story be going.
Yeah, exactly. But they don't look at them.
Right.
You know? They look at us though.
And to bring back what you were saying about heaven, was didn't they say it was 7 gates?
20. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up, bro? How you?
What's up with you, baby? You my brother.
How you doing? Good.
How about yourself?
Good, bro. Good.
See you again, man.
You too, bro.
Didn't they say it was 7 gates?
Uh-huh.
I mean, not 7, 12 gates.
That's the representation of 12 tribes.
Yeah, so it's like if that's the representation of 12 tribes, then how anybody else gonna be the 9 that tribe?
Exactly.
If it's going by tribe accordingly.
Exactly.
Everybody not from the 12 tribes. So if heaven's set up like that, then
Well, that's the heaven, bro.
you know what I'm
The
saying?
heaven gonna be right here on earth.
I mean, the other heaven we trying to get to.
No, that's the one gonna be right here on earth. And that's the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where you gonna have you gonna have 12 thrones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the different tribes. And you gonna sit on those thrones because you got 12,000 from each tribe, which gives you 144,000. Now that's the guys that's ruling, the governors. Then it says and multitude, so that's their family, children. The women and children are gonna be saved too. You know? Right.
Which accused them before our God day and night.
That's what they do. Day and night. Go ahead.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb
That's right.
and by the word of their testimony.
All right.
And
Go ahead.
and they loved not their lives unto the death.
And that's talking about that right there is talking about the elect. You know, how they're the only ones that they don't love their life. You know? I'll say we because I pray that the Lord that we build that number. You know what I'm saying? I like saying they because we don't know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like they gonna love they're not gonna love their life, man. They gonna worship Yahweh Bashing outside till death, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, to death do us part. That's how you guys be with this word, man.
Right.
You know, because you had a lot of prophets and everything that were put to death.